I observed the what you call the rally of which Kamala Harris had with Beyonce. What I've noticed, I don't know if any of you caught this, but what I've noticed about Beyonce, Beyonce, to my own observation, I don't know if anyone else had noticed it, but Beyonce didn't look like she actually wanted to participate in it. She didn't want to be there. I was looking at her eyes. Beyonce looked high or exhausted, put it like that. But I know that Beyonce did not want to be there. You know, when I looked in her eyes, she it was almost like she was forced to be there. And then you have Kelly Rawlins coming out there dressed like a dude, you know, with this male suit on. I don't know what was going on with that, you know, because if you look at Kamala Harris, she doesn't dress like a woman at all. But besides all of that, I'm speaking about Beyonce. And I don't know if some of you saw that, but considering all of this Diddy stuff that's going on, and now her and her husband, Jay-Z, is being lured into it simply by way of association with Diddy, which I don't think is fair. You know, I don't think that a whole lot of celebrities should take a beating simply because they were manipulated into coming to a party when most of them were just there to enjoy themselves, as far as we know. But back to Beyonce, I want to keep this on Beyonce. For the first time, I actually felt sorry for Beyonce. And I say the first time because I never agreed with the content of her music and the influence that her brand of music has had on a whole lot of these young women, especially our teenage and women in general. However, I think that Beyonce, for the first time, has suddenly understood that this image that she helped create of herself is godlike to most people. And just as any other human being, you cannot carry that type of pressure on you because you're not a god. You're just a human being. But from what I noticed with her, and I was looking at her, I'm like, God, I feel sorry for her because now she's finally realizing the monster that she helped create in terms of this image that she has to consistently live up to. I think that Beyonce is ready to just come to a state of peace in her life to where she just wants to relax, just be a mother and a wife. This is just a guess. I'm not saying that this is what she's feeling on the inside, but there's a whole lot going on in the entertainment field. And she has helped create herself as an idol to worship. And this is why Kamala Harris is putting your idol before you to try to manipulate you into supporting her, which is deception. She can't do it upon her own in terms of her level of intelligence. And we've seen that she lost just every debate that she's ever had, including the debate that she had with Mr. Trump. They're using your idols. They put these idols out there for you to grow to love and then to worship. And then they use those idols in order to persuade you into voting for them so that they can better control your mind. They already got you worshiping Beyonce and other celebrities. This is why they're getting these top-notch celebrities like Beyonce, Oprah, Garth Brooks, from what I was told. Um, it's We're living in dangerous times. If you're not aware of what's being thrown on you in terms of your mind, you're going to be manipulated into participating in a lot of things that are demonic, and it's going to end up not being best for you. This is why the Creator said, thou shalt not have any other God before me. See, they've created Beyonce as a God to worship. But from what I saw with her, this weight on her, and it was almost like Kelly was there to encourage her to come out and do it and serve as a support system for Beyonce to get through it. Because from what I heard today, Beyonce was supposed to have performed. And after her speech that she really struggled through, after that, she just walked off the stage. And I said to myself, wow, poor Beyonce. I hope she gets through this. And considering everything that's going on with the celebrities right now, I think that this is a good time for them as well as a bad time for them. This is a wake-up call. This is a moral wake-up call for a lot of celebrities if they're perceiving this correctly. It's time to understand that simply because of your notoriety and your wealth, you're not better than the next person. You're no better in the sight of God. You're human beings. Don't forget to remain human. I felt so sorry for her because she looked so disinterested and she looked so uncertain. She struggled through it 4 long minutes. Now to us, 4 minutes is not long. But what I saw in Beyonce's eyes, those 4 minutes was long for her. Because from what I saw and from what I read, Beyonce really didn't want to participate. And so she got paid. She got paid. Just like all the rest of these celebrities. See, these people, Beyonce and all of these other celebrities that are supporting Kamala, these people are in good standing because of their wealth. And so when Kamala, if she goes in and she further destroys the country, these people are not going to be affected with the wealth. These people are not going to be affected. It's going to be people like you and I are going to be affected because the economy is dead. The economy is hanging on by a string. And if you're not involved in stocks and trades the same as I am and my brother Josh, you're going to be suffering. If she gets in, the next 4 years are going to be terrible. Because I don't understand the intelligence of people in voting her in, thinking that she can make this economy better and make things better when she's the cause of the state of this economy right now. And she had said that she backed Joe Biden on every decision that he makes because she has to, because she's the vice president. So the condition of the country, she advocates this condition because she backed Biden on every decision that he made to create this mess. But yet still she says she's not Joe Biden. And she's different than Joe Biden. And she has a plan to fix the economy. However, for those long 3.5 years that she and Biden was in office, she didn't move to do anything to fix this economy. she did everything to create this broken economy. And so out of desperation, she's trying to put all of your idols before you in order to get her in office. Megan Thee Stallion, which I felt was an insult. Garth Brooks and all of these people, and now the one that she knows that the Black community worships as a god, she puts Beyonce out there. And then she puts Beyonce's sister out there, you might as well say, Kelly. She practically had to walk her out there. I mean, Beyonce might as well have been in a wheelchair. I felt so bad for Beyonce because she looked like she really didn't want to be there. She felt like she was obligated to be there. And obligation implies pressure, stress. And it has to contain a strength in order for you to endure getting through something. Beyonce didn't want to be there, and that's why Beyonce didn't perform. So obviously, Beyonce doesn't have that much confidence in Kamala, because that's probably why she didn't want to put herself in the position to perform. Because how would she look in performing for Kamala Harris, and then all of a sudden Kamala Harris loses? I'll give you an example, and then I'm gonna cut this short. You know, when Brother Muhammad Ali, at the time his name was Cassius Clay, he joined the Nation of Islam by way of the influence of the late Brother Malcolm X. And what Brother Malcolm X wanted to do was to trade Cassius Clay's interest into the Nation of Islam in exchange for him to be accepted back into the Nation of Islam by Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad's agreement was, we have to wait and see if Brother Cassius is going to win the heavyweight champion of the world by way of his going up against the late Sonny Liston. Rest in peace, Brother Sonny and Brother Muhammad. And so the reason why Brother Cassius Clay did not mention the name change until after he won the championship is because after he won the championship, then he was accepted into the Nation of Islam by Elijah Muhammad and given the name Muhammad Ali. Now, I go through all of that because I'm thinking that Beyonce didn't perform at that rally for Kamala Harris is because she was uncertain, because she looked very uncertain when she was up there talking. She was uncertain. She is uncertain if Kamala is even going to win this election. Because to me, anybody who listens to Kamala's speeches, her debates, you would have to be deaf to not know that this woman is nowhere near intelligent. This is why I say anybody who votes for her or any celebrity that is trying to get her in office, have you not heard this woman's language? Have you not watched the debates? Have you not listened to her? So I bring that up is because I think Beyonce had to sit back and start studying this woman, looking at this woman, and I'm thinking Beyonce was like, this woman is not very intelligent. So I'll go out there and I will introduce her, but I'm not going to perform as my image Beyonce because I am uncertain if she's going to win or not. So that's just my take on it. But my heart goes out to Beyonce. And I never thought that I would ever say this. But when I saw her at that rally, I felt so sorry for her because she has gotten caught up in the power of this image that she helped create. And now that same image is being utilized by corrupted politicians. And so, like I say, my heart goes out to you, Beyonce. And if I'm wrong, just excuse me. But it looked like you wasn't certain. You didn't look like you were at peace. So I wanted to make the short video, and just want to ask anybody, did you perceive that as well? Because we're living in some very critical times. We're living in some very critical times. And there are a lot of things that are now being made in your face through these debates and everything. There's a lot going on right now with this election and this Diddy thing going on. And all of these accusations of Beyonce and Jay-Z being trying to be lured into this, or they just may be a part of it. There's a lot going on right now. The economy is broken. There's a lot of harassment that's going on jobs, like the job that I'm at. You have a bunch of, it's a snake pit. The economic cesspool has become a snake pit. So there's a lot of darkness going on. There's a lot of people being attacked. There's a lot of people being abused. And there's a lot of people being used. And all I could say to all of us is to struggle, to remain human, to remain humane. Please stay human. Be responsible for one another. Look out for one another. Because we're living in some dark times. We're living in very dark